Hey everybody, Lucayu here. Today's video we are going to check out exactly how leveling is in Shadowlands. So I took to Twitter and I saw a tweet from Wowhead, I believe, about a speedrunner that finished in leveling from 10 to 50 in about 3.5 hours. So I looked at the tweets replying to it, and they were just full of people saying, what is this, like, the state of Shadowlands and how people are gonna level up now? Like, everybody just levels up in a couple hours. Now I know probably some of those are just trolls and baiting people, but I took that as kind of like a challenge. I kind of wanted to see exactly how a normal person would level up in Shadowlands. So I started a level 1 paladin named Normal. Kind of going off the fact that he is just a normal average player. I'm going to use no heirlooms. I used no anniversary buff. I didn't use any of the Dark Moon Fair buffs or any potions. I kind of used pretty much the only experience boost that I did use was War Mode. I kind of wanted to replicate what a normal player that maybe has leveled up once or twice would kind of, that's the resources maybe they would have. So I didn't really want to use heirlooms. I didn't want to use any add-ons, so I deleted all, or I deactivated all my add-ons. And I kind of just went through Exile's Reach and BFA content. What I will say is I did not go through all 3 zones. It only took me 2 zones and like half of a foothold quest in Vol'dun to level up 250. So the experience is still, it is still pretty quick. All in all, I finished leveling in 10 minutes, Jesus. I finished leveling in about 10 hours and 27 minutes, I believe. I will show the final countdown on screen. And what I will say from that is I did actually expect to take a little bit longer. I don't know if the War Mode boost kind of helped me out quite a bit, but I expected something more around 15 hours. So I wasn't speed leveling, but I was, clicking on quests and then accepting them immediately. So I kind of went through it, I would assume, kind of like an average player. Every time I would stop playing, I'd log out, and then I'd log in and start the timer. I'd start leveling right away. So yeah, I all in all, I think 10 hours and 10.5 hours is pretty decent, I would say. I kind of like to compare it to like leveling up, or not leveling up, but finishing like a AAA title game like Uncharted or Halo or any kind of game like that. There's some games like I remember beating like Gears of War in like 6 hours one time. I was kind of like, what? There's some games out there that where you beat them in like a couple hours, but I kind of compared it to that, where I would beat most AAA titles in about 10 hours, I would say, if you're casually playing them. So I think leveling up a character in 10.5 hours is pretty reasonable, honestly. I think the only problem I came across was I don't know if this is just kind of like a BFA thing, but I felt like I wasn't getting rewards often. I felt like I was replacing like eye level 15 items with eye level 40 items, and it was just such a huge gap in items that I thought that was a little strange. Another thing I would say is, you know what? Honestly, I think that was really the only thing that I thought was weird. The questing was good in BFA. There was no quests that were like, you know, scaled wrong or anything. But all in all, I think that was a pretty good experience. I think it was good to check out. I know if you put on a couple heirlooms and then, you know, turn on Azeroth autopilot and rare quests, and you go and do like Silverpine Forest or Kalmandor and just go around killing rares and doing quests, it's a little bit faster. You could probably level up a character in like, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 hours for a normal, you know, speedrun person with all the heirlooms. But yeah, I like I said, I was surprised that it took 10.5 hours. I thought it was pretty crazy. So I put a little bit of gameplay in the back of me playing this character all the way to level 50. What I will say is Exile's Reach is amazing. I talked about this in a previous video. I really enjoy the leveling experience. I really enjoy the tutorials. I think they go over pretty much everything very well. I still, out of like the 10 characters, out of the 10 characters I have run through Exile's Reach, one of the quests is only bugged out once. Or only one quest has bugged out like maybe 2 or 3 times, and that is the quest where you get on that goblin helicopter and fly over and bomb the undead. And for some reason, I don't know if it was the add-ons I was using, probably, but it would just kind of bug out there and I wouldn't be able to throw bombs. So there was that. I reported on both times, so I'm sure I didn't have a problem going through with no add-ons, so maybe it was just a bug, like an LVOI bug. And the little mini rares in that, or the rares on the island were nice. The mini boss, the dungeon, it was all really good. The only thing I will say is on the dungeon, it doesn't really it kind of all pushes you through as like a DPS character. It doesn't kind of teach you roles. I think it would be great to kind of tie in maybe you know, different roles, like maybe a 10 through 20 type Exile Reach Island type thing. I think something like that would be kind of cool. Teach you how to heal, teach you how to tank. I know there is Proving Grounds, so maybe if they kind of just threw you into that at level 10 to kind of teach you, I think that would be a good thing. But all in all, I am pleased with the leveling experience. I am happy to report it's only 10.5 hours. I don't think that's too long. I don't think that's too short. I think that's pretty much perfect. Any kind of like new character would probably take 15 hours if they're going through, you know, reading everything and learning everything, probably 20 hours, who knows. But but yeah, I just wanted to prove that it wasn't always going to be 3 hours a run, you know, just for any character. I think that's silly. I think it's goofy, but it's also just Twitter, and, you know, people on Twitter like to complain about everything. But if you watch this video, I appreciate it. Give me a like and subscribe. I'm going to try and put out some new videos a little more often. This one's kind of delayed a little bit because I was leveling up and took a few days to get through that. I probably will be playing through the pre-patch streaming over the next couple weeks, and I encourage you to go over there and give me a follow, check it out, say hi, and yeah, if you have any videos you like me to make, let me know, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.